And hello, Marvel fans, and welcome back to another episode of the Zone TV Entertainment with me, your host Jonathan. Once again, bringing you my thoughts and predictions of what's gonna happen with Marvel this year at Comic Con, particularly San Diego Comic Con. Now, apparently, in the news outlet today, Marvel announced that they're going to be at this year's San Diego Comic Con. So, me decided, you know what, as a fan of Marvel, let's talk about all the good things that could come out of this. And let's talk about the things that maybe we want to come out of this. And we'll go from there. So, if you guys don't know, Comic Con has always been the exclusive home for Marvel when it came to dropping the big announcements. You know, minus the whole slate of Marvel's phase. I think it was phase 3 with Civil War that had its own little announcement panel, but that was different. But Comic Con gave us a lot of great stuff. Tom Hiddleston one year came out as Loki and dressed up as Loki and said he was burning with glory, and we all went nuts. I mean, I wasn't personally there, but still, I'm pretty sure the people who were there were like, we had great big reveals. The cast of the Avengers came out one year to, officially say that the Avengers are coming. We got the first trailer for the very first Guardians of the Galaxy, a movie that nobody even heard of at the time. And now we love the Guardians of the Galaxy. We had the trilogy now. We've had great moments as well. They announced other great movies like, they brought, it was, they announced the Infinity War saga. Infinity War at the time was called Infinity War Part 1 and Part 2. I remember that. That was some good stuff. They also, for me personally as a fan, hearing about this and watching the clips, after, it was over, hearing that Natalie Portman was going to come back as Jane Foster and holding Mjolnir and becoming Mighty Thor, that gave me goosebumps at the time. Yeah, Thor: Love and Thunder is not exactly a great film, but I'm kind of biased when it comes to that film because I love Natalie Portman. She's one of my favorite actors of all time. So that movie, to me, special place in my heart. So anyway, then of course, there was the big surprise that we all wanted that one year, and that was the fact that we were going to get Herschel Ali as Blade. You guys remember that? That was some great stuff too. But we also have had some bad stuff with Marvel at San Diego Comic Con. They have given us some stuff, and then we find out years later they ain't gonna work out. Blade is the first example. When they brought back Natalie Portman, that was like 5, 6 years ago, 7 years ago, but at this point. So yeah, when they announced that, and now we're still waiting for Blade. They also gave us hope for Inhumans to be a part of the MCU and the Marvel Cinematic Universe at that time period, back long time ago now at this point, yeah. But then they heard the whispers that Fox was going to get sold, so they decided let's hold these guys off and get the X-Men. Then we got that terrible Inhumans TV show. Although the actress who played Medusa was a really good actress playing that character, it just didn't work out. So let's talk about what can we be getting at this year Comic-Con. Because I think it's been a while since Marvel has been there. It's been a couple of years. Because, at the other times, they didn't really give us anything. So, but now that we know what's coming, but they can also give us some cool stuff. So let's talk about it. So obviously, let's get this first stuff out of the way. Let's get the stuff that's coming out, obviously. And let's start with the TV stuff. Let's start with Vision Quest. Now, Vision Quest is coming out there sometime, I believe, sometime this year. So that would be cool. Maybe they'll give us some kind of teaser. Now, sometimes they usually will give the people at Hall H the previews of these upcoming movies and TV shows at Hall H. And then sometimes they'll drop it for us normies outside of Comic-Con to watch online. So that's a good thing. So that's always the good stuff. Sometimes they will give us these stuff as well. So I'm very grateful for that. So we could get some Vision Quest. They've been filming that a long time. I think that's done. I would not be surprised if they, these are all guesses. I'm just taking guesses. Maybe they announce that Elizabeth Olsen is in the cast and she's just gonna pop up at the end of the show, or maybe they'll save that for a surprise. Maybe she's in the show. We just don't know. So there's that possibility. So that'd be kind of cool if they do it. Now remember, before I forget, San Diego Comic-Con is going to be in July, end of July or the beginning of July. So I just want to let you guys know that before D23. D23 is going to be December. And if Marvel's there, I'll do something about that too. But let's talk about what else can be there. They could also announce this whole Young Avengers TV show that I've been hearing about that could be true, not be true. Not sure if it's gonna be a movie or a TV show for Disney Plus, but maybe something. You know, they just announced that Catherine Newton is gonna be back as Stature in Avengers Doomsday, excuse me, so she could, you know, lead the team for the new stuff with Kamala Khan. So, you know, who knows? Where's, you know, that could be a possibility. And of course, the big one. Let's talk about Avengers Doomsday. Obviously, they're going to give us the trailer for Avengers Doomsday. Whether that's going to be the teaser that they just showed at CinemaCon, or a full trailer, or even a second trailer at this point. You know, for us, for online, people who didn't get to go to CinemaCon, or who are YouTubers who have a gajillion viewers who were able to go there, they got to see the trailer. So us regular people didn't get to see it. So they could drop the trailer any day now. Maybe next week, maybe next month. Who knows? But I think by the time we get to Comic-Con, maybe a full trailer or even a second trailer. So we shall see. I think that's going to happen. I think Robert Downey Jr. is going to come on stage. Maybe he'll dress as Doctor Doom. I think that'd be kind of cool to top Tom Hiddleston. So who knows? Maybe they'll announce the more actors in the movie. Like I said, after CinemaCon, they announced Catherine Newton, that Cassie's going to be back in that movie. So maybe there are more actors that we haven't been, you know, haven't announced to the world yet that could be in the movie. Who knows? So that could be a thing. Maybe they'll give us an update on Armor Wars. We haven't heard anything about that movie. I don't know if it's officially dead. I don't know if it's still in development. I don't know if they're, you know, thinking about doing it after Secret Wars. Maybe they even give us an update on Secret Wars. That'd be kind of cool. Maybe even, you know, a casting announcement for Secret Wars besides Sadie Sink being supposedly Jean Grey. She hasn't been officially confirmed to be Jean Grey, but she could be Jean Grey. I think she's Jean Grey, excuse me. Speaking of Jean Grey, they can also maybe even at the end of Comic-Con, you know, at the very end of the panel, they usually like to announce the big thing. Like that one year when they announced Mahershala Ali as Blade. That was the last thing to come out of that year. So maybe this year they announced like, oh yeah, we have one more thing. And they just bring out the cast of X-Men. That would be cool. And a release date. They got a couple of release dates coming up that they could have it for. I think it's going to be a summer movie. But we shall see. They also could be talking about the new Black Panther movie. Now, obviously, I think Black Panther 3 would take place after Secret Wars. Or maybe even before Secret Wars. So maybe we'll find out that if it's before Secret Wars, we won't get the new T'Challa until after. If it's after Secret Wars, we will get a new T'Challa. They'll reset the universe and then we'll get a new T'Challa. Kind of like how DC is doing right now, where the new DC universe right now is going. We've got new actors playing certain characters. But like John Cena's Peacemaker is in that universe. So I think we're going to get that for Marvel, where some characters are going to come over into the new reset Marvel, and they're going to play their characters with, you know, they're going to think that new universe is going to be is their universe. And then we'll get a new actor to play Iron Man, Cap, Wolverine, definitely. I don't think Ryan Reynolds will get recast, but he'll stick around. Speaking of Ryan Reynolds, I think we'll get an update on a new Deadpool movie. Now, apparently I've read that Deadpool 4 ain't happening because he thinks Deadpool doesn't need to get his own movies anymore. He thinks that trilogy's done and he'll just pop up in other people's movies. That'd be kind of cool. Fine. But if he does like a team-up movie again, like Deadpool and Spider-Man or Deadpool and Punisher, I'm going to consider counting that still Deadpool 4, but, you know, maybe X-Force or something like that. But I think we'll get more team-up Deadpool movies moving forward, and then eventually him popping up in other people's stuff as well. So we shall see. I don't think they're gonna announce the new Wolverine, not just yet. I think they'll wait till at least after the second X-Men movie to come out to do it. But yeah, we're gonna get a new Wolverine. As much as I love Hugh Jackman, we need a new Wolverine. It's time. We have to get somebody else to play this character, especially if you're gonna get a younger cast to play the new X-Men. You're gonna have to get a new Wolverine. So there's that. So, that could be a possibility that they announce the new X-Men. That would be kind of cool. I think they have the director already for that movie. So, yeah, so that could be something. What else? Vision Quest. Maybe they'll talk about the next Daredevil season. Maybe even show a trailer by then. They're filming it now, the season 3. So I would not be surprised if they'll talk about that. Maybe even a trailer for that. That'd be kind of cool. That comes out next year. So I would not be surprised if we get a trailer for that. What else? Armor World Wars, that could still be a thing. The Young Avengers stuff can happen. I don't think they'll give us anything about Ghost Rider or anything like that. Maybe even Nova. Maybe they'll even announce a Nova film or a TV show. That'd be kind of cool as well. Who knows? I think they're gonna announce Fantastic Four 2. I think Fantastic Four 2 will come. That one year at D23 when they announced Fantastic Four, we all lost our minds. We're like, finally in the MCU. So I think they're going to move forward with a new Fantastic Four movie to set up Galactus showing up in the main MCU timeline. So yeah, I think that's going to be a big thing at Comic-Con this year. Long stretch for this one. Kind of my lowest expectations, maybe like a 10% chance of this might actually happen. Remember, these are all just my guesses. I'm not really sure what they're gonna be. I could talk about anything over there, but this is my lowest. Like, I doubt they'll talk about it, but maybe they will. Maybe they recasted Blade. I love Mahershala Ali. I think he's phenomenal. He's a 2-time Oscar winner. He's fantastic actor. Go watch his movies. He's fantastic. He ain't getting any younger, so he's not getting any younger. So I don't think that he's going to be playing Blade. When they decide to make the Blade film, they're going to have to get a younger actor anyway. As much as it pains me to be like, I really want Mahershala Ali, but I think Marvel can find a good actor to play a Blade and go forward with that and give us some awesome Blade movies. Because we need Blade in the MCU. If you want to start that supernatural element, we shall see. And maybe they even give us what the next saga really is. All these movies could be setting up either the Cosmic Saga, which will set up the Fantastic Four, setting up maybe Galactus being the big bad for the next Avengers movie. If they decide to give us Avengers, there was that rumor that they're going to take a break. Makes sense. Set up the X-Men first, and Fantastic Four, and then bring in the Avengers to help them out. They could set up the Magic Saga of it as well. Ghost Rider, obviously Doctor Strange. They will announce Doctor Strange 3. I have no doubt about that part. I'll be shocked if they don't announce Doctor Strange 3. They'll do that. Maybe a Midnight Suns movie. I think that'd be kind of cool. Heck, maybe they even announce a Moon Knight season 2. So that'd be kind of cool. So what else? Let's talk about surprises that could happen, but I don't think will happen, but you never know. Maybe they finally fixed the whole Hulk situation. Now, if you don't know, the Hulk rights kind of belong to Marvel, but the distribution rights belong to Universal. So Universal, as long as they have those rights, Marvel can make a solo Hulk movie. We all want 2 films from the Hulk. First of all, we want the Hulk to be the Hulk again. Second, we want the Hulk to be World War Hulk version. We want a World War Hulk movie. Or if not that, give us Hulk versus Wolverine. I could see either one of those being announced. Maybe they finally fixed the rights. Maybe secretly they got the rights back from Universal. We don't know. So there is that possibility, but we shall see. So I would not be shocked. You know what? Take it back. I will be shocked if they announce a World War Hulk movie with Mark Ruffalo still playing the Hulk. I think he can still do it. Motion capture is still there, so they can still use him for that. He's getting older. I really don't notice him. Maybe as Bruce Banner, maybe they recast him, but it'd be kind of tricky, but who knows? Well, we shall see. But I think maybe, small 10% chance that we'll get an announcement for a Wolverine Hulk movie or even a Hulk versus Wolverine movie. That would be kind of freaking crazy. Another surprise, like that came out of nowhere kind of a film or even Disney Plus show. Um, X-Force. I think they could give us an X-Force movie or show that could lead into Wolverine being Weapon X. So that's that possibility. X-Force could be, set up as an established team outside of the U.S. and be a Canadian team that's supposed to be. So you can get like Punk and Sasquatch and all those guys. I think that'd be kind of cool to set up those guys. Plus, you can have Deadpool be a part of it too, without crossing certain lines with Deadpool. So I think that'd be kind of interesting. Maybe they'll give us a standalone Wolverine TV show to set him up from all the wars that he's been through, to set him up to modern day. That would be kind of cool. I kind of want to see a Wolverine TV show than a movie, because you can do so much. Every season could be a different era of Wolverine being a badass. So season 1 could be him in the Civil War. Season 2 could be him in the Revolutionary War, and then go from there. And then if the show continues and be great, then you can make him pick up today, modern day, meeting up with the X-Men. I think that'd be better off than getting a Wolverine movie, because we already had the movies. We don't need to have more movies of Wolverine. But you have to get a new actor to play Wolverine, so I think they could announce that. That would be kind of fun to see that. We talked about Nova, so I would not be shocked if they talk about Nova. Maybe give us something about Nova, maybe a TV show or a movie. Hopefully Shang-Chi 2 gets announced. I kind of want to see a Shang-Chi 2 and everything about the 10 Rings. We were supposed to get like a TV show about the 10 Rings, so I don't know if that's still active development or they're still talking about that. Maybe they'll announce that. Who knows? Yeah, but I know this is a long shot. This is a very long shot, and I seriously doubt they're even thinking about this. But Kevin Feige's got a mind like a map, so you never know. He could have been talking about the next 1,000 years of Marvel going forward. So maybe he'll talk about the new Iron Man movie with a new actor playing Iron Man. Maybe they'll do a new Captain America movie. I know Sam right now is Captain America, but who knows if he's going to still be Captain America after, the reset. He could still be Captain America, and we could still have Steve Rogers, a new actor playing Steve Rogers, being Captain America too, doing his own thing. We can have 2 Captain Americas in the world. I don't know. Maybe they will. Who knows? So that'd be kind of interesting. I just don't see them keeping Chris Evans and Robert Downey Jr. Robert Downey Jr. is going to be playing Doom for a little bit. I think they're going to keep him around to play Doom for at least maybe 2 more movies. Because I think once we get to him through these movies, I think he's going to have to face the Fantastic Four. Unless they decide to reboot him as a character and set up a new actor playing the Doctor Doom for the Fantastic Four to fight. We're going to get Doctor Doom regardless. Doctor Doom is coming. So there's that. I think Doctor Strange 3 should set up Dormammu coming into the Earth, eventually getting out of the dark dimension that he's in. So that'd be kind of cool. And hopefully, maybe they'll announce a new Avengers movie, the next Avengers movie, that will set up the Avengers teaming up not only with the X-Men, but also with the Fantastic Four, taking on whatever threat that's coming. Maybe Galactus, maybe Mojo and his crazy TV world that he does. Another threat, Mr. Sinister, an Apocalypse, the Dark Phoenix. As much as I do not want the Dark Phoenix right now, way too early for the Dark Phoenix. Dark Phoenix should be like phase 3 of the X-Men universe, but or even 4. But yeah, maybe the next Avengers movie will be called Age of Apocalypse. Avengers Age of Apocalypse. That way you can have the X-Men and the Avengers, and you can even add the Fantastic Four and Deadpool into that world too and go there. So that'd be kind of fun. But yeah, either way, Comic-Con is going to be fun. Comic-Con is going to be for us, the fans. We get to see it. So hopefully, if they do drop trailers there for Doomsday, Vision Quest, whatever, Daredevil Season 3, whatever's coming out, they can announce other things. Excuse me. They can announce other things. And, you know, us fans that are not attending Comic-Con that year could also get this stuff too. So that'd be kind of fun to see. I'm gonna give you one more just because I feel like maybe, just maybe, Ghost Rider. I got a weird feeling that they're gonna announce Ghost Rider. Maybe Ghost Rider shows up in Secret Wars. Now, I don't know if Ghost Rider, whoever the actor, they are going to... I think they already got Ghost Rider, and they're just keeping it hush-hush. I think they have their actor, but I don't know for a fact, or even in my guessing head right now, if that actor, that said actor, whoever's playing Ghost Rider, is going to play Ghost Rider after Secret Wars. Because I think... I mean, I could... Maybe he does. Maybe the actor... Okay. The favorite rumor right now is Keanu Reeves to play Ghost Rider. So let's hypothetically say it's Keanu Reeves. I'm not saying that Keanu Reeves is playing Ghost Rider. I'm just saying hypothetically. I think he has a good chance of just playing it for one movie. Now, if you get a younger actor to play Ghost Rider, I think that actor could carry on into the new universe. And when they reset it, and then Ghost Rider will just be in the world where he thinks is the world, which will be the brand new MCU with new actors, and certain actors will be staying. So, you know, there's that. I don't think they're going to announce who's staying, who's going. I think they'll save that for probably the final Comic-Con, like after Secret Wars, or maybe even after that, the year after that, who knows. I think it's a little too early for that, but I think Ghost Rider will be a strong candidate to stick around. Unless they get an actor is in his 45 to almost 50 range, then he'll get recast. So he'll be in a one movie thing, just for us to get a little taste of what Ghost Rider looks like in the MCU, and then we'll get the official Ghost Rider in the MCU in the future stuff, rather than Robbie Reyes or Johnny Blaze or even the girl version of him. So we shall see. But yeah, that's my thoughts on all this stuff with Comic-Con. Comic-Con is going to be fun this year. I can't wait to see what they're actually going to drop. Hopefully, for us fans who won't be able to go, like myself, we get something, you know. Obviously, they'll announce all the stuff that's coming out. They'll show it to the world. But we announced the Young Avengers movie or TV show, or, you know, and go from there. Here's the Daredevil Season 3 trailer. Everybody gets to have it, you know. Vision Quest, everybody will get that trailer. You know, Comic-Con and outsiders of Comic-Con. But yeah, I think it's going to be a fun time. I'm excited the fact that Marvel is officially back at Comic-Con. Hopefully they get to fire on all cylinders and show us some cool stuff. Because they have given us some big stuff before, and they've swung and missed at it. Like the Inhumans, and then of course Blade. But who knows? Who knows? We shall see. So leave me a comment below. Let me know what you guys thought about this. And are you guys excited to see Marvel at Hall H this year at Comic-Con? Excuse me, at Comic-Con. And what are you looking forward for them to announce? Daredevil Season 3, Vision Quest, any of the other projects, any projects I even missed. Maybe the X-Men, you know, whatever it is, Avengers Doomsday, whatever it is, Secret Wars, whatever it is, leave me a comment below. Let me know. Stay tuned for more. Thank you very much, and have a good night.